TV23 KDGL. Covering the High Plains with news, weather, and information. From TV23 Studios in Sublette, this is High Plains Today.
Hi, everybody. You know what? It is Monday, August 15th. Holy mackerel, August, half over. Welcome to High Plains Today, right here on TV23. On today's show, I'll be joined by CJ Wetstein and Charlie DeLay. They're with the Seward County PRCA Rodeo coming up this weekend. We're going to talk about it. All right, let's take a look at happenings. The Oklahoma Highway Patrol says a Liberal man was killed when he crashed a stolen sport utility vehicle he was driving while leading police on a high-speed chase in northwestern Oklahoma. Now, the OHP says 30-year-old Zachary Ramos was dead at the scene of the crash Friday on a county road near Shattuck. A police report says Ramos was leading Shattuck police and Ellis County deputies on a chase on U.S. Highway 283, then onto a county road. Ramos lost control of the SUV and it overturned several times and crashed into a tree. And a Texas man was injured Thursday evening when the vehicle he was driving hit a semi in Kearney County. According to the Kansas Highway Patrol, Jacob Raw of Waco, Texas, was driving north on West Street at the US 50 intersection at about 6 p.m. At the same time, 37-year-old Ezekiel Hernandez of Garden City was driving a semi east on US 50. Ra failed to yield at the stop sign before making a left turn onto US 50 and hit the semi. Ra was taken to the Kearney County Hospital with injuries, and Hernandez was taken to the St. Catherine's Hospital. And the trial against a Liberal man charged with 2 counts of battery on a city or county corrections officer and 1 count of criminal damage to property ended with a verdict on 2 of those counts and an acquittal on the 3rd. Now, jurors returned to the courtroom with a verdict of guilty on 1 of the 2 battery counts and the criminal damage count against Hugo Rodriguez, who had been accused of assaulting law enforcement officers while in the confines of the Seward County Jail. Rodriguez is scheduled to be sentenced September 19th in Seward County District Court. But one of the defendant's attorneys informed the judge he intends to file a motion for a new trial on that same date. And the Boot Hill Museum has been named the top Western museum in the nation. True West magazine tabbed Boot Hill Museum #1 in its August edition. Now, according to a press release from the magazine in late July, for 12 years, the magazine has recognized Western museums for dedication of keeping the Old West alive in the U.S. In naming Boot Hill Museum to its top 10, True West recognized the museum's superior exhibitions and ability to reach all generations through creativity in interpreting the West while fulfilling the institution's mission. And a government report is forecasting record corn and soybean harvests in Kansas. The National Agricultural Statistics Service reported Friday that it expects corn production in the state of 660 million bushels. Now, that is 14% higher than a year ago. Anticipated soybean production of 164 million bushels will also set a record if realized. That is 11% higher than a year ago. Now, the agency also estimated the sorghum harvest to come in at 244 million bushels. That is down 13% from a year ago. And don't forget, we're giving away another Yeti tumbler this week. All you got to do is send us an email, cup@kdgltv.com, or send us a postcard. And we did get some postcards, by golly. TV23 KDGL, P.O. Box 447, Sublette America 67877. Don't forget, you got to put your name and address on the email or the card so when we draw your name, we know where to send this. All right, stick around. Going to be a dry week in the weather. Maybe some rain rolling in this weekend, but going to cool off too. Be back after this.
You're watching High Plains Today on TV23 with host Chris Jewell. TV23's internet service and 4G live streaming provided by United Wireless. Coverage you deserve. Service you expect. United Wireless.
I think someone at my friend's school has this thing called autism. My friend's brother's son has autism. My neighbor's son has autism. My son has autism.
Autism is getting closer to home. Today, 1 in 110 children is diagnosed with autism. That's a 600% increase in the last 20 years. Learn the signs at autismspeaks.org.
A boy born in Joplin, Missouri was fascinated by anything with wheels and a motor. The odds of him going on to fascinate millions with his talent? 1 in 260,000. The odds of this born racer having 157 career top 10 finishes in NASCAR? 1 in 125 billion. The odds of him winning both the Daytona 500 and the Brickyard 400 in the same year? 1 in 195 million. The odds of a child being diagnosed with autism? 1 in 88. I'm NASCAR driver Jamie McMurray, and my niece has autism. Learn more at autismspeaks.org/signs.
Something I feel when I'm right here. Something that tells me that I'm home. This is the place. Everybody here knows it. This is the place. Oh, it's home to me and you. Yeah, this is the place.
Now, the local weather forecast for the High Plains.
And welcome back. I'm sitting here talking to CJ Wetstein over there about the upcoming rodeo. I'll pay attention to the weather now. Hey, look at that. We're looking off to the east or west, northwest. Man, it's Monday. There's a cloud in the sky. Taking a look at the temperatures and readings here at the station. It's 84 degrees. Relative humidity only 40%. It's pretty nice out there. Winds are out of the south. 12 barometric pressure holding steady. Looking at the temperatures around the region, everybody, look at that. Medicine Lodge and Pratt, not even into the 80s yet. Hotspot Guyman, they're up to 90, but that's about as hot as it's going to get today. Not going to be too bad. Dew points around the area, everybody in the 50s and 60s. Well, Guyman, even drier than that, 48. All right, the winds right now, everybody's out of the west-southwest. We don't have a reading out of Lamar today, but not a lot of wind out there. Not going to be a lot of wind. Looking at our highs and lows as recorded at the Garden City Regional Airport, did get up to 88 yesterday. Far cry from 104 back in 1988 and 2007. 57 was the overnight low yesterday morning. It was pretty nice. It was time to open the windows, let the house air out. 52, the record back in 1991. No new precipitation in the bucket. Okay, here we go. High today, 90. Winds out of the south at 15. That'll be pretty pleasant. Tonight, 62. Winds out of the south at 13. Then we're looking at 92 for a high tomorrow. Lots more sunshine. Winds will still be out of the south at 10. 61 for the low tomorrow night. Mostly clear. Winds are going to shift around just a little bit. South-southeast at 10. Looking at the 7-day, you can see we got a lot of sunshine coming in. There is a 40% chance of precipitation. On Friday, look at that high on Saturday. Only going to be in the 80s. That's not going to be too bad. That's a look at the weather. Be back with the markets. CJ and Charlie after this.
In the small town of Elmira, New York, a boy was born into an all-American family. The odds of him achieving his dream in the fashion industry? 1 in 23 million. The odds of having a child diagnosed with autism? 1 in 88. I am Tommy Hilfiger, and my family is affected by autism. Learn more at autismspeaks.org/signs.
It's not his new group of friends. It's not the video games. It's not the neighborhood.
Mom, do I have to go to school today?
The biggest threat to your child's future could be you. Every day they miss, even in middle school, puts their graduation at risk.
Something I feel when I'm right here. Something that tells me that I'm home. People are people around here. That's how it is, it's so clear. Letting it show. I've been around the world, only to find what I already know. This is the place. Everybody here knows it. This is the place. Oh, it's home to me and you. Yeah. This is the place.
Hi, I'm Chris Jewell, host of High Plains Today, a 30-minute news and information program that airs at noon weekdays right here on TV 23. Hey, do you think you have an idea for something that would make a great segment? Somebody that would make a great interview? What about a community event that needs highlighting? Let us know here at the station. Email us news@kdgltv.com.
This is the place.
You realize that 49 million Americans struggle with hunger? That's 1 out of every 6 Americans.
These people are around us every day. They're our friends, they're our coworkers, their kids go to school with our kids.
Sometimes we're not even aware that they're struggling. This problem is closer than you think. So is the solution.
Play a role in ending hunger. Visit feedingamerica.org/hunger and find your local food bank.
And welcome back. You know what? I got 2 cowboys on set today. CJ Wetstein, Charlie DeLay, right here. Gentlemen, is there a rodeo or something coming up?
There is a rodeo coming up, Chris. We got one coming up. The Seward County PRCA Rodeo for 2016 is coming up Friday night and Saturday night.
Everything starts, but you get now, they're going to be busting muttons. I love saying busting muttons. I know it's mutton busting, but I like busting muttons on Friday night. But the kids sign up for that starting on Wednesday. Is that right, Charlie?
Yes, Wednesday at 5:30 at Chrysler Corner. 8
Okay.
and under, 60 pounds or less.
8 and under, 60 pounds or less. I am not going to qualify in either one of those departments. Okay, and then that'll be for the kids riding on Friday night?
Yes. And kids that are going to ride Saturday night, they can sign up at from 10:30 to 12, Crazy House on Saturday morning.
Okay, both extremely easy to get to.
And the thing is, they want to be there early because we're going to sign up the first 12 kids, and they were filled up early, quick last year. So if you're wanting to ride on the mutton, do the mutton busting, you better be there early and on time.
You got to get there early to sign up.
Yes, you do.
And you're going to have some people at Chrysler Corner on Wednesday, right? Like some bullfighters.
Yeah, we're hoping to have our bullfighters in town. Our man in the can, Doug Munsell. Our bullfighters are going to be Wasey Munsell and Judd Napier again. Hopefully, last year Doug Mathis, our announcer, was in town already, so he should be there and kind of sign some autographs and talk to everybody.
Okay, so you can get that. All right, so that's on Wednesday, and that starts at 5:30 to 7.
Yes.
But CJ says be there at 5:30. Yes. Right?
Yes. Actually, they probably start showing up at 4:30 to 5 o'clock.
Okay.
Is last year they were there. We got a call from Chrysler Corner saying,
"You got people here."
Yeah, there's people here.
What do we do with them?
Yeah. And that's what happened. So anyway.
All right. Okay. So then, now those kids will ride on Friday, but it's also kids' night at the rodeo on Friday night, right?
Correct.
So kids can get in for what, half price?
Half price with a can.
5 to 12.
With a canned good. 5-12 half price with a canned good.
Okay, and that's those. The canned goods will be donated to the food pantry.
Yes.
Okay, that's a good deal.
Yes.
So bring a can of beans, bring a can of corn, bring a can of whatever, and the kids get in at half price. And then the rodeo, now mutton busting will start at 7 o'clock.
Yes.
And then the rodeo is at
8 o'clock.
And plus you're going to have a bunch of vendor booths out there. Now tell me about the vendor booths.
Well, this year we have quite a few more vendors. You know, we didn't have a whole lot of vendors last year. We was kind of lining it up and work on it. But this year we have of course we have our Chrysler Corner, which is there with the Dodge pickups. We have Keating Tractor, which is there with John Deere tractors. We have Wilson Trailer coming along. Going to have a couple of trailers out there. Then we just have other vendors, and Charlie may be able to talk more about that.
I really don't know. I mean, there's going to be folks.
We don't
out
know
there,
anything.
There's going to be folks out there selling some.
He threw you under the bus, Charlie.
Well, I know one that's going to be out there is Golden Harvest Boutique out of Turpin. She sells girls' dresses, Western style dresses and stuff. We got some folks here to come out, sell some jewelry, some wooden crosses, things like that.
All right, then Chrysler Corner, Keating Tractor, Liberal Tourism, and Coors are your main sponsors, though, for the rodeo, too, right?
Yes,
So, yeah, come out and support them because they're helping support the rodeo. All right, so then when you get done with Friday night, you're going to run some slack on Friday night, too, after the rodeo, correct?
Yes, we'll have some barrel racing slack. Right after the performance, we'll kind of get things cleared out, get barrel set up, and we'll run some more barrel racers.
Run the drag through the arena, measure the barrels, and away you go.
And folks they can hang out and watch that if they want to.
Sure.
There's not going to be like an announcer and all that. It's just going to be they're going to come in, they're going to do their thing, and they're going to be gone. But they can kind of hang out.
All right, but you're going to have that on Friday night, and then on Saturday you got more meet and greet. But if you want to bust some muttons on Saturday night, you need to get to the Crazy House at 10:30 to noon to sign up for mutton busting, right?
Yes.
All right, and then at 5 o'clock you're going to have Cowboy Church. Now you did this last year too, didn't you?
No, we actually did. The guy came out last year, but he came out just right at the rodeo. So he contacted us early this year, and so this year we have Cowboy Church at 5:30 before the rodeo on Saturday night, and then we'll just roll right on. We'll have mutton busting then at 7 o'clock, and then we'll roll on in. Now on Saturday night after the mutton busting, we are honoring the Men in Blue, and we have. Tricia's contact. Reason Charlie and I didn't know about the vendors because Tricia's been working on the vendors. But anyway, we've got the Men in Blue with the Men in Blue coming in, and we've got Oklahoma Highway Patrol, we have Beaver Sheriff, we have Beaver Police, we have Seward County, we have Kansas Highway Patrol. I think we've got representation coming in from almost every department that we have in the area.
Okay, that'll be kind of nice.
It is.
Plus, I'm sitting here looking at these buckles. You're going to auction off some buckles, right?
Yes.
Okay. You're going to start now. There's 3 buckles in this set, right? I don't know if you can see this, Brian. This is the 2014
This
buckle.
is the 2014 buckle.
And you can see it's got a white around. It says Seward County PRCA Rodeo. It's got a bronc rider on there in the middle with the American flag. And then there's the 2015. Now this one's got a black border around it. Same buckle, right?
Same buckle.
And then this year, it's kind of a Garden City Community College Bronc Buster thing.
Yeah, it is. It is.
You got brown here, so yeah. And so you're gonna auction off all 3 of these, right?
We're going to auction off 2014 and 2015 on Friday night.
Okay, now this is a limited series batch of buckles.
This
correct?
is a limited series batch of buckles. Every one of these number is number 10 or number 12. Number 12. So if someone wants to have the whole bundle of buckles, then they need to be there Friday night to bid, and they need to be there Saturday night to bid.
All right, so 2014.
2014.
You're gonna hold 2014. There's 2015.
2015.
All right, I'm going to get Charlie 2016 because he's better than you are.
Yeah.
All right, show him this camera right here.
Okay, we're right to there.
Okay, so you're going to auction off these 2 on Friday night, and then you're going to auction that one off on Saturday night. So if you want the whole set, you're going to have to go buy it.
You're going to have
on
to
2
go
separate
both
nights.
nights.
Okay.
Then
you got these spurs, right? I don't know if you can see those or not, Brian. But those spurs are a special edition spur, right?
Charlie worked a deal with Montana Silversmith, and what we're doing is we're giving each winner of each event has their own spurs with their event on the spur. And then this spur, we just had an extra set that we could bring in. No, we had so many, and so we could bring these in, and we're going to auction them off for the fans then.
Okay, so you can show up and you can buy. Friday night you can buy a couple of buckles. Saturday night you can buy a buckle and some spurs.
That's
and these
true.
spurs say same thing as the belt, but Seward County PRCA Rodeo, and it's 2016 back here on the row.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
All right. Did I get that right?
And see, this is our buckle, and this is our insignia. This is and that's why we'll continue doing our buckles. We'll just keep doing it, and the number 12 from now on will be auctioned off each year. So we just kind of caught up this year.
Okay. Okay, and then Saturday, so after the mutton bus, and then the rodeo again at 8 o'clock, right?
Correct.
And then, you still have the vendor booth out there.
Yes.
Have the vendor booth.
And then the dance is at 9 o'clock, but the rodeo won't be over. But if you get hot, you get tired, you want to hear a little music, you can wander over to the Ag Building, and the band will be playing.
And it's Wooden Nickel out of Guyman.
Yes, and they'll be playing. And so then after the rodeo's over, that's when the real dancing will start.
Yes, that's true.
Okay.
Well, and if you show up, if you buy a rodeo ticket on Friday night, say you buy a rodeo ticket on Friday night, you want to go to the dance Saturday night, but don't want to go to the rodeo, bring your rodeo ticket to the dance, you get in for free.
Okay.
Or if you didn't do that, you just want to go to the dance, $5 at the gate. Everybody's welcome. We're going to have pop, water, some snacks, maybe some bags of chips, some candy bars and stuff. But, bring your kids out, hang out, whatever.
Okay. Now, how much are tickets to the rodeo? We should probably cover that.
They're $12 in advance. Adult tickets, $12 in advance, $15 at the gate. Kids tickets are $8 at the gate. Friday night, you bring canned good, you get them for $4.
$4. That's an easy deal. Okay, and you can get tickets at the Chrysler Corner. And you can get tickets at the Crazy House in Garden City and Liberal. So don't feel like you got to drive all the way to Liberal to get a ticket, because if you're in Garden City, you just go out to the Crazy House up there. Liberal Standard Supply, Jack's Kitchen, Ruffino's, Shirley's Critter Care, and the Bank of Beaver there on the north end of Liberal, right? Did I get all that right?
Well, we picked up 2 more. Epic Touch and Elkhart.
Okay, so if you're in Elkhart and you want tickets, you go to Epic Touch.
First Security Bank out of Beaver.
Okay, and the First Security Bank.
They were kind of some late additions to it, but
okay, but you can still get tickets there.
Absolutely,
you can. Yes.
All right, and this all starts Wednesday at the meet and greet, 5:30, Chrysler Corner. If you want to get in, you want your child to bust some muttons, 8 and under, 60 pounds, and under, and you got it.
Everybody, we want to invite everybody out. We had a great rodeo last year. We had a great one the year before. We're just hoping to improve. Our whole deal is just keep improving on them.
Okay, and you got more entries this year than you had last year, right?
Yes, we do.
All right, so there you go. All right, thanks, guys.
Appreciate
Sounds like
it.
a good time. All right, and stick around. I'll be back with some sports after this. Hi, Chris Jewell, host of High Plains Today, a 30-minute news and information program that airs weekdays at noon right here on TV 23. We talk about news, we talk about sports, we talk about weather, we're even going to talk entertainment. We'll have live guests right here on set with me. So, every day at noon, tune in, High Plains Today. We'll see you then.
Weekdays here on TV 23.
When some people struggle with their mortgage payments, they become frozen, petrified. Not knowing what to do, they do nothing. But the people who do something, the people who take action, are far more likely to get the most positive outcome. Making home affordable is a free government program. Call now to talk one-on-one with a housing expert about the options that are right for you. Real help, real answers, right now.
Something I feel when I'm right here. Something that tells me that I'm home. This is the place. Everybody here knows it. This is the place. Oh, it's home to me and you. Yeah, this is the place.
Well, if you've been watching the Olympics at all, you know Usain Bolt is quite the showman, and last night proved no different. He was once again crowned the fastest man in the world. He ran a 9.81 in the 100 meters last night. And, you know, he just has another gear. That is the third Olympics in a row he has won the 100-meter dash. And the gymnasts were back at it yesterday afternoon. Simone Biles, she is unflappable. She won her all-around medal and a team gold, as well as in the vault. So there you go. And the Royals, hey, they won a series yesterday. They beat the Twins 2 out of 3 over the weekend. Let's look at the weather before we get out of here. Right now, temperature 85 degrees. Relative humidity has gone down 37%. Winds are out of the southeast at 8, and it's pleasant out there. Barometric pressure holding steady. Looking at this week as we move on, going to be sunny, 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 sunny until Friday. There is a slight chance of some showers on Friday, but look at that. The high on Saturday, 80 degrees. Woo. Make it a good Monday, everybody. See you tomorrow.
With the latest information from TV 23 on our Facebook page, KDGL TV. Life's a little different here in Southwest Kansas. We do things our own way with a can-do spirit and strong family values, which means we treat people right, and we want the best value for our dollar. The same is true about United Wireless. We aren't like the national brands. We treat our customers like family. We provide excellent service and simple, easy-to-understand plans that will save you money. We are United Wireless, and we are Southwest Kansas proud.
Did you know kids who play outdoors have healthier lungs?
Totally.
I did. Did you know that boys that play with dolls make better husbands?
My son has lots of dolls.
But did you know terry cloth diapers breathe better?
I did.
It's totally true.
Oh, yeah.
Did you know that strollers have the right of way on the sidewalk?
Yes.
Yep, I did. Did you guys
Did you know that kids who eat breakfast have higher GPAs?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. That's actually what I was going to say.
Did you know babies should never touch silver? It's really bad for them.
I knew that.
Did you guys know that statistically friendly kids have more friends?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's obvious.
Did you know most people think they're using the right car seat for their kid, but they're not?
Parents who really know it all know for sure that their child is in the right seat at the right age and size. Visit safercar.gov/the right seat to make sure your child is protected.
I'm putting that on my blog.
I just put it in mine.